Good evening, this is Giuseppe Basile. I'm the essential you can find at the blog FibonacciStalking.com. I also post regularly on Twitter using the @FibStalker nickname. Good evening, this is a video review, and this is part of my FibStalker midweek update for tonight, February 21st, 2013. It's Thursday 21st and it's 6 p.m. Italian time zone. I want to remind you that it's GMT +1. This is a video which is part of my FibStalker view on currencies. I'm going to compare the US dollar versus Japanese yen pair versus the euro versus Japanese yen. So I want to show you these two pairs, starting from the US dollar versus the Japanese yen here. That's the chart you see on the screen. That's the daily chart of this forex pair. And I want to show you that while the US dollar is still bullish versus the Japanese yen, which has been weakened quite a lot in the last few months due to a huge intervention from the Japanese central bank, and we can see this reflected on this chart. This big move higher since October, basically. Now, at the very beginning, it was easy to model price using extensions. As you can see here, we had 81.78 hitting the first and second target at 83.40, and then 84.28. But with the strong intervention from the central bank, it became more and more difficult to forecast price. We had this support in 83.70 area, and again hit the first and second target, and at some point this pair started trading back to traditional, which is not a very common one, while we are already in extensions long. But as we can see, we had this move as well, 87 support with targets in 81 and then 90 area, and I've been tracing all these moves. Again, another traditional move with an 88.50 support and target it in the first in 91 and then 92.30 area, and so on. So the last measured move on the daily chart have been tracking on this on this pair was this 92.20 area of support, and as we can see, these were respected in the last 2 weeks. There was a test on February the 8th here, and then again on February the 15th, and as you can see, price never came below this 92.10, and it's safe to use a stop loss here at 91.60 level. Now, if this measured move works, we have target above, and the first target would be in this 94.90 area, but we have another target above because this is an extension. So if price does not get below 91.60 level, then we can keep trading this pair on the upside, and also I think we will continue with an upside here or lateral move until the euro reaches the 129 level, which, as you know, is the target is the level that I'm targeting in the current swing short I am in. Now, so this is the situation for the US dollar versus Japanese yen, and there is this area of support which is still supporting price. As I'm going to show you, there is a different situation for the euro versus Japanese yen. Now, the Japanese yen has been weakening against the euro as well, as you can see from this move higher that resembles very closely the move we had in the US dollar, and we had a sequence of measured move higher which was similar to what we had in the dollar, and especially we had this support here, and this 116.80 supported price twice here, and then it hit the first target in 121.60 and the second one in 124.20. And I gave you these numbers in the past as well in my weekly review, FibStalker view on currencies. Now, the next level we have been looking at was this level of support here, 123.50 area, which actually supported the price. But while the US dollar versus Japanese yen has been showing higher highs here and lows so far, as you can see in the Euro JPY, the situation is completely different. We had lower lows and lower highs and lower lows. But most importantly, what happened is that this 122.70 level was pierced on the downside, and that's a very important development because it means that this pair is now being traded on the short side from the on the daily chart here. And as you can see here, this first measure moved lower with a resistance in the 125.20 area up to 125.90, held quite well, as you can see, and it has targets below in the 121.70 80 area, and next in the 119.90 area. The euro is showing weakness with relation to Japanese yen. So if both currencies are devaluating, are weakening, at the moment the euro is weakening at a faster pace compared to the Japanese yen. This is not true for the US dollar just yet, and will only be true if we move in the US dollar versus Japanese yen below this 91.60. But going back to the euro to Japanese yen, we had targets below, and where price could go. The first level of support for the euros versus the Japanese yen will be at this 1960 area, which lines up nicely with that second target of the move we already in. So you should not trade, in my opinion, the euro versus Japanese yen on the long side, because we are in a correction move. Obviously, if we get to the first target here, which is this 121.70, and then we retrace, you can actually short this pair if it bounces at the next level of resistance, which is 123.80 area, but not you should not short at these lows here and wait for a retracement, also because there is always the possibility that we keep just selling down into this level of support 119. And this is it for the euro Japanese yen. Going back again to the US dollar versus Japanese yen, if this one is this 91.60 area is pierced on the downside, then we also have a correction, a potential correction here into the into this 89.40 area here, which is going to be an area of support. So I hope this update on these two pairs is interesting and useful. I think there are good opportunities here on the on both these pairs. Actually, we should probably wait on the US dollar versus Japanese yen, but the euro already confirmed failure of longs and is trading in measure move shorts here with targets in 121.70, 80, and in the 1960 area. Thank you very much for your attention. I hope you liked this analysis. If you want to have access to similar analysis, you can go to my website, subscribe for free there, and I also distribute a midweek update. This video is part of it, and a newsletter which I send every Sundays to my free newsletter subscribers. I'm open to suggestions and comments, and you will find a lot of other information on stocks and forex and futures in the newsletter, as well as trading plans that I try to keep up to date as much as possible on the euro dollar, on the SPY ETF and the SP500 E-mini, and on the dollar index, which is very important to monitor because it can give hints on where price of these pairs are actually going, where the price is moving. Thank you very much for your attention. I wish you a very good evening and a great Friday and weekend, and look forward to see you on my blog. Bye bye. Thank you.